watching this for the respect is shown to this level here. Pretty big move. Huge move. It just started breaking out for no reason. I don't even know if there was a catalyst to this. I see no news, but I mean, look at this breakout. It just took off, halts, pops. Now it's coming here. It hit that level once, hit that level twice, showing big respect to that level. I just set this level watching the chart, watching this price action. So I'm gonna go down here, and then it just popped up. That's why I pulled this up, because this might be something to see for a later date, because this was pretty wild. I was making other videos and I saw this move once I got done checking the charts again, and sheesh, look at this. Now if this flips red, they got problems, but this one is still bullish. Still bullish. I mean, this move is relatively new, so all these things are still bullish. This move just started 30 minutes ago. Oh my god. So next level we watching, if you're watching this for a 5-minute breakout setup, you're looking at this level right here. I'm gonna put my little pizzazz on there. You're watching that. Respect, respect, respect. Flipped up, came back down, respect. Now you're watching this. Now, if you get a break of this level, the next level you're looking at is here, but I would disregard that level because it already tested this twice. If it breaks, retests, and holds, you're looking for it to pop this level. It's going past this 9 times out of 10, or maybe less, but chances are high that it goes past that high day level. And then we start to look at the daily. Look at this zoomed out shit. This chart is in shambles, but trash company, low float, gets volume, it runs. So momentarily a short off of this level would have been good actually. But if it breaks this, I mean, we're looking here, and then next is here, and here is actually, you know, there's a gap. This is candle close on the gap, and then this is the true gap from 741 up to 2004. But right now we're fighting this. This is the level we're fighting right now. If that can't hold, probably get a sell off, and then look to tomorrow to see what it does. But this move was pretty crazy. A lot of volume came in out of nowhere. But quick moves like to test levels. Like a quick move up this big, it's gonna test this level, even if it's just momentarily, because people see this and then like, oh shit, I need to sell. Oh man, I need to short. It becomes a big point of contention for the traders actively trading it. If this breaks though, you start to gain buyers and you lose sellers. Sellers start to become buyers to cover their positions, and then you get those pushes back up, especially if you get a break and a retest and it holds. Now you're looking into push higher territory. So now we're getting a little healthy pullback here. Pullback to the 9 wouldn't be too strange to see. Now that 9 also coincides with this level right here, which is actually a good level to be a buyer. Right out that level. First pullback to the 9 on a big push. Really good level, really strong level. Some money can be made right here in this small window, and you got a pretty tight stop. If it breaks this level here, you know, you're looking at this and you say, okay, well, if it breaks here, I'm selling. If it holds here, I'm adding. You know what I mean? So, strong level here. Let's watch, see how it plays out. Now, this is a 5-minute candle. Then you get the 5-minute hold here, and the next candle should look to start to make the next move up. I'm going to actually take a long one this on the paper trader, see what happens. Just take a little stab at it. Lower that at 63. EMA is at 67. So let's log in. See if we can get us a little long here. Might be, I'm not the best entry now because I'm talking through the move instead of taking the move, but we're gonna do 1,000 shares. We're gonna buy it at the market price. Alright, we got it. We in at 1087. Now 1087, my risk is gonna be 20 cents. So if it breaks that 66 level, I'm out 20 cents of risk with huge potential to the upside. So I'm gonna have to set this on the mobile, set this for 1050 to get out quick. All right, now we watch. Now what we watching for is a 5 minute close. Right now it's currently doing the whole wick shenanigans. Um, I don't too much care for that. As you can see, it's still holding. Volume hasn't respected the failed breakout. So still respecting the 90 MA, still respecting this 74 level. We want to see this 5 minute candle close above 1074. That's the ideal situation. If we see this candle close below 1074, especially below the 9, 1065, then we sell. Because the next candle is probably going to be fucking a dump candle because it broke this structure. It broke the support. But for the next, how many more minutes we got? For the next, 2 minutes, we do this whole two step. We're doing the dance. We watching how the price action plays out. See what happens. I could have actually added right there. Seeing as though it's intraday, we got stops. Could have added there for a low risk um bounce play here, and it's looking like it's gonna go in our favor. I'm still only in 1,000 shares, so could have added another 1,000. Depending on your risk tolerance. I mean, you can add another 2,000. This is monopoly money, but if this was real money, I would have been looking to add here. That would have been a good spot to add. Now, a really strong move would be a candle wick reclaim. Like if this candle was somehow able to bounce off that EMA and flip green, oh my goodness. Then I would be expecting a major push back up to here. Maybe a small stutter and a pop, but it will probably pop blow through this level. If you got all this volume and this bearish price action into this level and it holds and pops, now you're looking at some big bullish price action. Buyers are gonna like that. They're gonna step in. Shorts are gonna cover because I bet you there's some shorts who shorted for this breaking structure here. Their stop is the top of this 5 minute candle right here, which is also the top range of this top wick right here. So if it flips green, a lot of stops get hit and they gotta leave. I mean, it just becomes too dangerous for them because if it breaks this after flipping green from this strong move, this was a what? It's a dollar move. If it flips here, you are at high risk of this shit flipping and shooting up. Extremely high risk. So they're gonna stop out quick, and those stops create buying power. The other buyers who hop on create more buying power, and you get this push up. Now let's watch it. We held. Now let's see what it does. The next thing we're looking for, I don't want to see a retest here. I want to see this push and start to test this level right here. Now our stop is still this level. This level is still valid, but for a breakout, you want to see it push this level. We show respect there. We open. You got that candle body open right there. That shows respect there. If it can break that, it's a really strong move. Not as strong as if this would have flipped green, but strong move all the same. So here we go. We're still watching this. This level still valid. Level still holding. The 9 has actually climbed up to 1077 now. So our new stop is going to be around that level. No longer going to be 66. The EMA has climbed. We're going to raise up our stop. Put our stop at say 1070 just to get just to get a feel if it tried to wick down a little bit. But this is a good price action. If we can build a base here with this bottom end wick like this turns green. In the next 5 minutes, we can try to get that push to here, and then that'll start to create the bounce. This is typical bounce action right here. Big move, respect to that level. Boom, this sets the level, comes down. You have this level coinciding with the 90 MA. That builds a stronger level. And then that big price action, bullish price action off this level. This is all bullish. Even though this candle's red, this is bullish price action. If this can hold and wick up, even if it makes a small red body, especially if it goes green, but if it makes a small red body, this is bullish price action. Also, look at that wick. It shows that buyers are coming in and stepping and respecting this level. They're going to create more buyers by people watching this, liking this price action. So let's see what it does here. If it flips green, we're going to expect a test of this level here if it flips green. Now, a safe thing to do here, because I got in at a good price, would be to take some or all off the table right here. Let's put a level there. Take some or all off the table right there. It depends on how fast the move is. If it's a quick move, I'll probably take some. If it's slow build up move, I'll just leave it. So let's watch this and see how it plays out. We still got 2.5 minutes to go, so a lot of this price action is bogus. We're just watching it right now. Even if this candle closes full body red candle with no wick, it's still holding that level. We're still on trend. You could have even taken an ad here, taken an ad and sold into the push back up. So you take that ad, take that profit, sell into the push. Because your risk is already defined. This is your stop right below that level. So even if you add a lot here, you're still stopping out at that same level. You risk a little bit more, but the stop is still defined. Like the price action is setting up for you to have a tight stop with huge potential to the upside. Now I want to see that candle flip green. It tried to do it, but we still got 2 minutes. Let's see what it does. It's showing some strength. We just got to get that resolution. The candle has to close and give us that resolution for this move to continue up. And more buyers look to get interested. And see, the new buyers will get interested. Old buyers will get aggressive. They'll start to add. And the shorts, they gotta fucking respect the price action and the volume. They'll start to get out and they create more buying pressure. So far, so good. Next 50 seconds going to determine our fate. Looking good. They're going to flip green. Let's see if we can hold that. Now you see that? All that volatility is buyers stepping in. They like this price action. We got 30 more seconds. Now this play is setting up for the next candle to break this level or this candle if you get a strong push here in 10 seconds, which I doubt, but it's possible. Buyers are stepping in. You can see it. Shorts are probably stopping out, getting scared. Buyers are stepping in. 1 second, boom. There we go. Next candle green. Should expect to push through that level. Now you should be selling into this level, selling some or all. As you see this hesitation right here. So I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell 500 because I don't like this price action. All right. I'm gonna sell half my position right there. All right. Now what we got? My sell order didn't fill for some reason. I don't understand. But you get the point. We tried to sell it. I don't know why it didn't sell. I don't like that it didn't sell because that wick should have been above. Why wouldn't you sell? Let me give some time. There's still some bullish price action here. This doesn't need much to flip back green, so I'm just watching and see. I do not like that I couldn't sell my half my position at 1150-ish, but let's see what happens here. I did try to sell. Platform issues, so the intent was there. The strategy still holds, but it's still looking good though. I still like this. What I like to see though is I like that it tried to retest these bodies and it couldn't finish it. So as long as we can hold this trend right here, this is still bullish to me, even though it's respecting this level. Like I said earlier, the smart play is to sell into this level, and that's what I try to do. Because it's trying to respect this level. This is a strong level right here. It's trying to respect it. And this candle made this strong level because this huge price action set that level. And then this candle set that level. So we testing that level right here. And see, I would have already been out a decent portion of my longs. So here we are. We got the projection still holding. We still have minutes left on this 5 minute candle. I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna do the risky but smart play. I'm gonna buy here because the 9 EMA has now bumped up and it is now at slightly above our break even. So position size and position. Our average is 1093. How is that high? I don't know, but whatever. Let's set this to a market order. That's why I couldn't sell last time. It should have been a market order. Alright, this is a risky play, but our stops are defined and we're just watching. You know, my stop now is low of this candle is, what is the low of that candle? Low is 1085. Break it at, I sell. That is my stop. But we were up about $700 on this position, but I didn't get that fill to start scaling out. Not sure what happened there. Paper trader kind of yanked me there, but I like that it held there because it tested it and it's holding. So we still got minute 30 on this candle. Let's see what we do. Let's check some more time frames. This move is progressing pretty slow, so I can got a little bit of confidence to pull off the 5 minute chart and start to look at the big picture here. Oh, that daily nap resetting is killing me. Sheesh. Alright, now that 1 minute is below that 9 EMA. You saw the reaction when it went above it last time. So let's see what happens here. Still playing off this level. It's not looking too bad. Green candles all around. Go back to the 5 minute where the magic is currently setting up. So we're not sitting too bad. Up 650 on this 2,000 shares. 1093 average. Now if we can flip this green, oh my goodness, it's gonna cook. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? That flip green on that candle was all you needed. Now this might be going into a halt. It's not, but that flip green. Now I told you, if we get a strong push like that, where you get that candle, all that pressure flips green, you're gonna get a strong price reaction, and it's gonna try to shoot up to this level. Now this is it hitting the halt? I can't tell. I can't see what the halt is right now. I'm on the mobile, so I can't see. Okay, we halted up. This is the price action you're looking for. This is textbook stuff right here. Hold, hold. If we would have got that strong push when this candle, I think with this candle was trying to flip green, this would have happened. This is exactly what you would have saw. But we didn't get it there. We set up here. All those people, you got people who took shorts at this level, right? Because like I said, the smart move is to get out here and start to close my position. Well, some people are gonna also view that from the flip side, and they're gonna say, "This is where I want to short. I want to short right here." And it's not a bad short because it held that level for a while. But if it breaks that level, those people, along with all the people that we accumulated down here, remember this 90 MA was down here a second ago, right? You got people who bought here, like me. I added, like a crazy man, like a madman. But those people who had the same idea that I had, we added here, right? And we held through all this bullshit. Now we watched for that flip green. The moment this thing flipped green, so many shorts. Because this was a decent move. This was 60, 70, 80 cent, to the bottom of that wick, right? That's a strong hold on a stock of this size. Once they saw that thing flip green, you had buyers hopping on and you had shorts hopping out. And when they hop out, they gotta buy. When they gotta buy, they push the price. And that's why you saw this smooth jump up like this into the halt. So many things happen here. Wick reclaim, major, bounce off the 9, major, bounce off this level, major. Now you had this pop, short stop, buyers buy. And what we run into, same thing again. Remember this level up here, we still watching this. There's other shorts who got in up here. They got stops set up here. So what happens? This breaks that with this strong move up. The smart shorts are getting the fuck out the way because this is a big move. This is a big move. This is a what? This is a low 85. This is a $1.70 move. It's a big move. 10% move in 1 5 minute candle. So short stopped out here. Buyers hopped on, pushing into a halt. Now halt resumption is showing 1381 right now. That's massive. That is massive. Now let's watch this. Because we can go back to the daily now. We got time. Stock is frozen for 5 minutes. Let's go analyze the daily and see what that level was I marked out earlier that this thing would try to test if it pops that level. Let's go and look. Okay, here we go. We're cooking. Alright, now, we currently halted through this level right here. The next level we want to test, right there. 1361. Now, between 1361 is nothing but 1630. You got $3 of profit making potential in here for long. So, if this is showing a resumption of 1380, right now it's showing 14. What I expect to see, right, ideally, if this is going to keep on pushing, I want to see it open, maybe some slight hesitation, retest this 1368 level, hold in the push. I'm expecting a big push. But you want to see it come out and retest. A push straight out the gate would be nice, but I feel like a push and a retest creates a stronger push. Like I feel like that creates a stronger move because you're gonna have some shorts that pile on at the open of this move. The hold is going to influence them to cover their position, and also that hold is going to influence buyers to hop on and ride this train. So let's see what happens. But that was a very strong move. That move was predictable. We kind of saw it coming. And let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. This has strong potential to push $16. Like very strong potential. It's going to depend on how it opens up, what it does. But I want to see that hesitation around this level. Pop, hesitation, boom, hold, shoot. Right? Let's bring this chart down because we looking at more real estate. We need more real estate. And this is kind of a trend. We've been seeing some stocks push late in the day like this. Um, and I don't know why, but like buyers have been really stepping in for these pops, these late day pops. I don't know where they're getting all this money from, but they've been coming in. And we only got 10 minutes to the close, so this could get really hectic after hours. This, because it's so close to the close, this might even halt until 4 p.m. And if it halts until 4 p.m., I like it. Um, after hours, price action gets a little bit more crazier because they got no halts. This could run, but I gotta keep in mind that I do have profit in this, and I want to secure the profit. So I want to try to get out on any hesitation and not let this thing reverse on me. Because you also got people who also want to take their profit and don't want to go into the close and play, in after hours. So I want to keep those people in mind as I trade this. I want to kind of understand what they're doing, what they want to do, what could make them do X or Y or Z. I want to kind of play off that. So smart money says take some profit. If this hesitates at all, that's if it goes into the close and we get to open in the close. But we'll see how it does. I can't see a resumption time. This must be an MX stock. But it halted. Ooh, they might push this halted at 344. It's 350 right now. This is at least a 10-minute halt. But they might even push this into the close. Sometimes we get a halt this close to the close. They just let it ride to the close. And then it'll just spring open at 4 p.m. And the price goes crazy. But there's a lot of shorts in this. And if it does open at the close, this has parabolic potential because those shorts also know there's no more halts. There's nothing saving them from $16 if this shit goes crazy. And by that factor, there's also nothing saving them from $20 because these dotted lines I have here, this is a daily gap. Let's go back to this crazy daily chart that I gotta zoom out every time. I wish Weeble just auto defaulted to the chart most recent. It showed me the candles zoomed in already. Alright, so here we go. We got this gap here. A lot going on here with this gap, but essentially, this candle closed the first level of defense on the gap. This is the true gap. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move this line up there. I'm gonna put a new line here. I could have just slid that one and changed it, but whatever. Put a new line, different bubbles. Alright, so this is the true gap. It's $17.40 to $20. Right, there's nothing stopping this bad boy from getting up there. Right now, 1368 is the only thing stopping us from getting here, and then here, and then here. And because it's going into after hours, all of this is a strong possibility. All of it. Like, this is no longer out of the realm of possibility based on this price action heading into the close. So we looking here, first level. We get a break, test, push. This could get crazy. Now, honestly, the break and the retest is good during market hours. This might just blow full past this after hours because the stops have no, like the shorts have no help. There are no stops. They have to be wary of that. So if this starts to take off, they have to just bail. They can't sit there and play this weight game and like, oh, I'll add. This thing could keep pushing with no breaks. So if you don't take the, if you don't get out the way, you'll be stuck on this train as this keeps on pushing up. So that also leads me to believe that after hours open will create an environment where a big push straight through this level with no break and retest is possible. So let me zoom back in on the 5 minutes. Let's get zeroed on this. Let's watch this from two charts because we're getting active over here. We need that 1 minute. We getting active. We are getting active, buddies. We need all the chart real estate we can get, boys. We are getting active. Alright, let me get my hand on the sell button. Change this to limit. Change this to $12. And let's get it. Alright, so we 10-minute hold. If it doesn't open here, then you know what's next. 4 p.m. will be it. Price is remaining relatively the same inside this halt, so I'm liking that. Sometimes you see the halt price start to move around and fluctuate down, and when you're in a spot like this, because some people want to take that profit. The big boys can trade inside a halt, so you see those prices fluctuate. You see those orders getting placed, trying to move the price around. Because the price is staying pretty stable, that shows me there's not much manipulation going on, and people like this price. There's nobody fighting against it, and there's a lot of people who like it. So let's see what happens here. We're definitely going into a 4 p.m. open. It's about to get crazy. I'll be back. I got time to walk away and come back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I'm back. Tick tock. Tick tock. Let's go check the comments. I already know right now the longs are out for blood. Look at this. I hope ELAB make me retire. Bro, speaking English, but I like it. I like it. I'm a buy in soon. Brother, you're late. You're not getting in this. You're cooked. Look at this dumbass. Lame halt till close. Brother or sister, this is good for you. Like, halt till close helps you. Like, you must be new to trading. Look at this dummy. Imagine 300. Like, bro, never 300. Reverse stock splits have cooked this damn thing. I've been trading this thing for years. This is a horrible stock. Yep, no shares available would do that. This guy's smart. Easy $20. Here you go. 1741. This man knows ball. $50, I hope. My little paper trader gonna be at $1 million profit. It does that. Brother, these people were right. When you get a halt this close to the close, they like to do that. I think it's less work for them. Market makers don't want no smoke with these crazy price action because they probably get another haul and they can probably see the orders and they probably see enough buy orders coming in that it'll halt again. So they just let it ride into the close. They just say fuck it, take their hands off the wheel and just let go. All right, 1425. We have climbed inside the halt. So now we looking to cook, boys. We are looking to cook here. I like it. I like it. Wish it was real money, but take what I can get. This thing's about to go ballistic. We got 10 seconds on this bad boy. It's about to go down. So we opening it up here, so I'm gonna zoom this up a little bit. Cause our open price is gonna be crazy. Here we go. Open at 14. Look at the push. Now they're gonna dip. They're gonna dip in the hole. We hold 1368. We are cooking. Watching, watching, watching. Setting my stop 1350. Look at that. Look at that hole. It's holding. It's holding. Let's zoom in on this. Let's see this price action live. This is very good for us. Those bottom top wicks. This is good for us. Here we go. $16 is next. Now, if this flips back below 1368, I'm selling everything because that's a very bearish signal that it couldn't push after this. So I want to see the push. Not getting it, but we still green. We still green. We still holding. Is this both 5 minutes? Okay, all right, bet. Looking good. Looking good for the hold. Spreads are getting bigger. Oh, there we go. Went down. Look at those wicks. That's a very strong move. I like that move. To protect myself, I'm gonna sell half. We're just waiting for 1350 to sell half. Bottom of that candle is 1278. I'm gonna give it a little more breathing room. Alright, so half there. Need the spread to play ball with me. There we go. So half. Alright, now let's watch it. Next sell is at 13. I'm watching this. If it breaks 13, I just get out. If it even goes down there and tests 13, I get out because it's not a good sign for us. Still looking good. Still looking good. Tested 13, sold. Out 1307. I don't like that price action. Now what I will do, take a small ad. I was in 2000. This play has become risky. It didn't do like I hoped it would. I'll take a $500 ad right here if we can break this level. Now, because it's after hours, if this was during the day, I would still be holding this because until the 5 minute closes, it is not resolved and it's trading. It respected at the bottom, hit that thing like a damn brick wall, held it, opened there, pushed up, it's respecting that level. So I would have still been holding this because my average was so low. I was at $11, so I was chilling. Well, 10.93, so I was chilling. But all this, I don't like that. But I was looking to test the 1368. They might be looking to test this level instead. This previous high day, which is 1285. Bottom of that candle, 1278. So that might have been the spot. And then now they're waiting to break over this next level. They came up, pop, boom. Right, now we're gonna take an ad right here. We're gonna take the ad. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, waiting. How many more minutes on the 5 minute candle? Two. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till if we get a pop of that, I'll take it. But otherwise, I'll wait for a 5 minute hold of this 1285 level. If we get a break of this, I buy no matter what. Until then, I just wait and see if we hold this level right here. But a break of this is an automatic buy because you can see all that price action came up. It respected it almost to the penny. That shows that people are watching there. You had people taking profit. You had shorts trying to pile on. You're also going to have people pile on if it breaks and short stop out if it breaks. After hours, shorts are going to be more aggressive with their stops because they don't have any protection. So far so good. I like it. We're still within that 5 minute candle. Holding that 1285 right there was major. Now let's see, it's looking below. Now look what we got here too. We got this 9 EMA that came up there, creeped its way up there. 2 layers of support, always good. Now I like this bottom wick, flip green. 1 minute is not, it's good for analysis, but I like that 5 minute. Like the 5 minute closes, the resolution on those 5 minute candles is awesome. Like I feel like they're way more respected than this 1 minute price action. Because look how many times this has jumped around. How many false signals this has gave you buy signals, sell signals, all this stuff going on. Buy signals, sell signals. In the reality, this was the level. So you look over here. This whole time, it's been doing all this just jazz. It's been holding this level the whole time. So higher time frame on the 5 gives you more patience. You watch it. Now we see the real move. We retest that level. We held it. Now we see it break below. Automatic sell. A break above this. So you got two things happening here. You got a 5 minute break. 5 minute breakout. You got the high day breakout. High day candle close breakout. And you got a VWAP breakout. So 3 breakouts right here just gonna pop. This pops. I'm expecting a big move. So we watching it. Watching it. Watching it. 1368 is what we watching. So let me see. I'm gonna set an order for 1375. If I start to sniff 1360, we hit the buy button. Bop, here we go, we in. 1374, tight stop. I'm gonna stop at 1320. Just to give me some breather room, because these candles be tripping. Let's see what we do. How that candle was. How that candle? 1377. Okay, not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. It's looking good. Looking strong. Looking strong. There we go. Pop. There we go. You see that? Now we gotta test this level. Next level to test. See what we do. Now, you see this is a 5 minute breakout. I don't care about this right now. I'm watching this. This 5 minute candle closes. This is either going to push hard or we get a 5 minute close here. This is the level I'm watching right here. Nothing else this chart does is going to affect me except for a huge pop down, but I don't expect a huge pop down because remember we had those 3 levels. Level, level. Well, it's 2 levels now. VWAP, high this candle right there. So we're just watching right now. This thing came back down. It hit 14. My average was 1374, but we chilling. We chilling. I still like this price action. Look at that. 1 minute candle held the VWAP. And like I said, the 1 minute isn't the best, but you can start to stack buy signals based on the time frames. The 1 minute held the VWAP, 1 minute held that line. Now we building it up. We building these levels up, these buy signals up to coalesce with the 5 minute buy signals. Again, we still chilling. Small size, holding levels. My stop is at my stop, but I got a order set at 320. Still watching and holding. A dip off 1278. I'll add. That'll give me a better average. Pop, add it right there. Position 1000. What's my average? Average is 1337. Let's see if we get. I'm gonna add again right here on this start out. Add it again. Add 1000 this time. Now we add more, so our risk goes up. Our stops get tighter. 1313 is our new price. So we still watching this. Still watching. That 1285 level still holding. We're gonna set a stop at 1270 to catch slippage if this don't push. Still holding on the 5. How much time we got? And my average is 1313, so I'm still sitting comfortably. I got a lot of shares, but I made a lot of money on this. I can take the risk because this play has already gave me the money, and that money is giving me a lot of courage and a lot of support to make this play. This is a more riskier play than some of the plays we played earlier. This is a dip play after hours, no stops, but this can be a very profitable play. Like that play earlier when I averaged at $11. Risky, but it can pay off if it holds. This is a lot of price action. This is a lot of volume coming into this level. If it holds, we get rich. If it breaks, we poor. So right now we still chilling. The fact that it's holding this level is a very good sign for us. And my average is so close now that I can even look to start take profit up here and still make money. So we got the defined risk. We got an idea of where this is going to try to go if it pops, and we just sit and we just wait. Now remember, all this jazz, we watching the 5 minute. This is doing a whole lot of stuff. We're watching the 5 minute. We are on the 5 minute. Doubling my position right there. New. Oh, it didn't buy. Hold on. What the hell? Except buy at $12. Oh, it popped. It didn't. Oh, I put a dot right there. No wonder. I tried to average right there on that dip because that dip was another old level, right? Remember this level here? This level here. And I had the 9 MA right there. I tried to average right there. My average I would have been cooking, but it didn't buy. So we'll cancel that order. Yes. But this could create a strong push. That bounce here, 5 minute close off that level, we can create a strong push. My new stop is going to be below this level. I should add. I'm at my average, so I'm not going to add. But the add right here wouldn't be too bad. But that add down here, oh my God, that was the one that would have brought my average down to like 12.90, 45. I would have been like at 12.60. I would have been chilling. I would have already been averaged out some of my position and been holding small size here. But like I said, this is a more riskier play, but we were already up bukus of money on them, so we can afford to take this risk. The fact that you acknowledge it's risky is the first step. You don't come into this thing thinking that this is a safe play and that you can just do this all the time. If I wasn't up so much, I would have never done this. Even to the point I wouldn't have done it to this size because I'm coming in big size again, which is something I wouldn't have done had I been up less or been up nothing at all. Like this wouldn't have even been a big trade for me if I was up nothing. Like I wouldn't have had the skin in the game to make it a reality. Now that 12.22 dip, that $12 dip is looking more and more good. Every second it goes further, we still getting that 5 minute hold right here. This is setting up nicely for a bounce here. Now this would be a really healthy pullback. Push, pop, come back down, test these levels, hold, push back up. All right, now we cooking. Now we cooking. All right, now I'm gonna start to look to scale out some of this. We heading into VWAP. I'll sell Oh, we popped it. There we go. There we go. We rich. All right, now I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna sell half here. Selling half here no matter what. Ooh, I missed it. Mobile, I would already sold half. I was on the computer, but we're chilling. It still looks good. That was a big pop. A lot of people stopped out right there. So taking that profit like I tried to up here. If I was on a computer, this would already been done. I'm on the fucking mobile. I couldn't do it. So we chilling. We chilling though. It's hesitating now. I'm going to sell half if it keeps hesitating at this old resistance level at 1268. I like this a lot though, just because of its price action. I know what this 1368 level means to us. But I gotta be cautious here. I gotta protect the profit. I gotta hedge my risk. I'm cool with making $5 on 1,000 shares. I'm not cool with losing back my profit on 2,000 shares. So let's watch this and see. Setting my order now. 1340. We touch 1340. I'm out. That is VWAP. So just watching it. Sold it. I'm out 1340. I got a horrible feel, but we're chilling. Um, now I'm doing it again. 1340. I want to see this level hold. We still got a minute and a half on the 5 minutes, so we're still watching this 5 minutes. 5 minutes looking really good. Like I didn't let this shake me out when it did this. I'm not gonna let it shake me out when it does this. We up big. We stand to make a lot if we just keep playing this the right way. So let's just watch it, see what it does. Any 5 minute close above 1368, we're cooking. Right, we want to see it close above 1368. Right now it's holding VWAP. We got the 9 AMA right there. We got a lot of support right here. A break of this support could push this down a lot. So we just gonna watch this. 1285 is our line in the sand. If it breaks these supports, we get out um, the moment it goes down to 1285 because you know you can play how you want, but I like retest, holds, and pops. When something comes back down after a strong move and retest support again, like if it comes back down to 1285 again, that's a bad sign because it didn't have the strength to hold up $2 above that level. Crash down, tested it again. The people who are holding it are gonna be more sketchy. They're gonna be like, oh shit, I don't trust this joint no more. I might want to sell right here. If they want to sell, I want to sell because I don't want to be caught in a pop below this 1285 level. So we're gonna sit there, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna let it cook. We up a lot. Anything we make is extra. None of this really matters. We are up a lot, so it's all extra. It's all free money. When you up a lot, you can let these plays play out. Um, when it goes your way, the times it goes your way, you make a shit ton of money. The times it don't, you lose a little bit. As long as you manage it right, and you go on to the next play. This right here is why having money and trading is very beneficial because it allows you the opportunity to take plays like this that are high risk but high reward potential. Because you don't have to worry about, oh my god, if I lose this trade, what happens? If I lose the trade, I'm cooked. I gotta worry about, I gotta make the next trade, gotta make the next trade. There's a probability greater than 50% that this keeps popping up. If you're poor, if you don't have the money, you start to limit yourself and you make decisions based on your financial status instead of what these things like to do. You got the time in, you got the knowledge, you understand price action, you understand market sentiment trends, you understand what this is trying to do. So if you have more money, you don't allow your money to dictate your trades. You allow the stock to dictate your trades. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm allowing the stock to dictate my trades. Nothing else matters right here except for what I'm seeing on the screen. Everything on the screen is what matters to me, nothing else. So this is looking good. We got the we didn't get the 5 minute close below, but I'm liking what I see now. Now I'm gonna lower my risk level. A break of VWAP is an instant sell for me. Because I want to see a bigger push here. We did all this hoopla, all this jazz, and if it doesn't resolve into us making money, then it's not a good look because people are gonna get tired of this play. This is a high risk play. They're gonna acknowledge that risk and they're gonna try to hedge themselves against that risk by selling. So now we watch. All right, I'm out. Sold everything. 341. Could it go up more? Maybe. But my risk has just increased because this stock did not push. You want to see resolution on these big moves. Like this was major. This hold was major, right? If I didn't have this big red candle, I trust this play more. But this big pop and it didn't just keep going. It's after hours, bro. Like this thing could run. It didn't. It sold off hard, right? There could be some stuff going on there. It could be a seller there. You know what I mean? Somebody could be manipulating the price up here. That was a big sell order out of nowhere after that big pop. So you gotta take these things into account. Like context is everything as you trade these stocks. You gotta take into account. So my decision over here was based, a portion of it was based off of what the stock decision was over here. Like this move became weaker because this move was so strong. When you get strong moves, you want to see strong price action afterwards. Ideally, I would have rather this held here. If this holds here, my confidence level skyrockets on this trade. But because it broke, we had to break down and retest other levels. My confidence in these levels goes away because this was the main level. This is the level on the daily. Like these are intraday levels. This is the daily level. This is a stronger level, and it didn't get the respect it deserves. So I don't respect this VWAP too much. This 9EMA too much. I don't like this. Right. This is still holding on the 5 minute, but I use the 1 minute as my exit indicator in this instance because I want to maintain profit. I'm no longer in hold and C mode. I'm in take profit mode. So I use the 1 minute, the quick time frame to dictate that. Like if I didn't use that and I was still over here, I'd still be in a position. But this is not a good spot to be. This is not bullish to me. Not right now. Not in the way that I want to hold, 1,000 shares. I don't want to hold 1,000 shares of this. Now, if we get a 5 minute pop and start to reset a new level above that 1368, then I get more excited and I'm like, okay, it held through all this, these two big red candles. Now we got some support, got some believers. Let's see what we do. So I'm still watching this for entry, but right now I'm out. All cash, letting it be. 1 minute is not doing me any favors. I don't like it. But we still got to set up on the 5 minute that could take place. And again, the 5 minute, I like that. I think it takes precedent over the 1 minute for moves. So I'll watch the 5 minute for entry. See what we get. But I mean, it's still in play. It's still holding the uptrend. I don't like the consolidation factor on the 5 minute, but it's still in play. There's stuff I don't like, but there's stuff you could like. Like you could take a trade, set your stop at 1258. Wherever the 9 EMA is at. As this goes up, 9 EMA is going to climb. So you start to step into that high day level. When this 9 EMA gets to that high day, got two levels stacked on top of each other. That creates a stronger level, creates more confidence. But you also are going to have two levels to break through, which is the VWAP and also this level here. So there's also that to take into account. You do get more strength at the bottom, but you also got more resistance at the top. And you want to see this candle go green. You don't want to keep seeing it retest this 9 EMA. It's not a good look for you. It could still push, but that's not a good look. That's not what you want to see. Like this shows weakness right here. This 1 minute has flipped. This is still in a bull flag pattern on the 5 minute, still in the uptrend. But 1 minute we flipping. We're no longer in the bull flag anymore. The bull flag was here. Now this is breaking out of the bull flag. All these candles that keep progressively coming out. Let's do this. Let's do this. Bob. Oh shit. I clicked off the screen. This was your bull flag. That was your bull flag. Now we're breaking out the bull flag. Whenever you gotta do this, you broke trend. This was the bull flag trend. You broke trend. It didn't dump, but we broke trend. And breaking trend is not your friend. The trend is your friend. Look over here, same thing. We haven't broke trend in a 5 minute, but again, the 5 minute gets weaker the longer this plays out. There's a lot of profit taking in here. A lot of people made money on this. A lot of people looking to take that money. When the move is going up, dips down to this level, people got more confidence. As a move stalls out, those people who are in profit, they lose confidence that it'll keep holding, and then they sell, and then they increase the selling because they sold. Somebody else saw they sold, so now they want to sell, and it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't believe this will hold right here. I'm going to sell. My selling is going to cause a catastrophic sell-off, and there you go. You get a dump. I've had times where I was holding big size, and my sell order literally flipped the market red. Like my sell was a catalyst for that stock to dump. Like I was watching the levels. Let's say I was watching this level here. This has what? How much volume we got? This is 9,000, 14, 19, whatever. This is not a lot of volume. A 5,000 share sell order will push this shit over the brink. Like you look at this shit. This is not a lot of big sell orders. Imagine a 5,000 share sell order coming in. You're gonna push this shit over the fucking limit. And I've done that because I will be holding 5,000 shares in their stock. Now imagine somebody's holding 5,000 shares here. Spread is crazy. Spread is wide, right? That's gonna push this thing down because you don't have buyers at these levels. Now buyers will come in. There's ghost buyers there. I think that's probably the market makers, but it's not like, oh, if I can't sell 5,000 at 12.77, it's gonna drop the price to 12.59. No, buyers step in between these levels you see on the screen. This is not real. Like you hit that sell button and put a limit order at 12.77, you'll probably get filled with 5,000. You know what I mean? 4,000, whatever. What if somebody else does the same thing? So let's see. Still tracking this high day level. It's not looking good for the 5 minute. Not looking too good. Still holding, but it does not look bullish. But let's say this goes on. This does this for the next 10, whatever minutes, right? Now you start to become bullish because the longer it holds here, the more people come back and say, you know what, it didn't crack. This might still got more room in it, right? They're gonna feel like it's being held up by some imaginary boogeyman. You know what I mean? Sitting there holding it up, which could not be true, but that confidence goes back to the self-fulfilling prophecy. They believe it. They put their money on the table. They act on it. And if enough people get that same belief and they act on it, they'll create that price push back up. And then you get that creep back up, and then break, 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 push. But we're not looking too good. We're breaking these levels. Got 20 more seconds for the thing to reclaim and hold this for this to still be on trend. Once it breaks this 5 on this 9 on the 5 minute, you're breaking trend, buddy. You're breaking the rules. Now again, look at this. This price action is 22. We're still on trend on the 1, on the 5, but that break right there was not good for the portfolio, brothers. If we don't see a strong green move up, I'm expecting a strong red move down. Not looking good for the portfolio, fellas. That is a break of structure. That is a dump, boys. I no longer have any faith in this play. Breaking structure, breaking structure. I don't know who cares about it, but this little super trend thingamajig, find it useful sometimes. It just flipped right. Now you still have some support here, but I don't know. I mean, the 5 minute is holding. Like that's a good sign. I didn't think it would hold, but this thing is breaking down. Now you in VWAP retest mode, which is a short off of VWAP. Like I would look to take a short on VWAP because this VWAP is going to crawl down and no longer be in line with the top of these candles. So those levels will no longer be right beside each other. VWAP is going to creep down probably about right here. By the time, well, it'll probably be about right here, or maybe right here by the time to retest. So my stop will be right here on the short, a break of that. Um, so yeah, but this is breaking down. We zoom out on this. This is breaking down. Like we breaking these levels. Now we're retesting the levels they set earlier, which is not good. You can make money here, but the risk goes up of a dump. If this was like intraday, um, I would take a trade here just based on this. But because this is after hours, no stops, more chaotic price action. Look at this spread. It's a 30-cent spread right there. It's not a good look right there. It's not where you want to be, brothers. Not where you want to be as a long right here. This is short heaven right now. Although they have issues also covering with this crazy spread. So until that top drops down, they're not in a good spot either. Right, look at this. 20-cent spread, bro. 20 to 30-cent spread. It's not a good spread. But I do like what it's doing. Those big spreads can create big moves. It held here. Let's see what it does. Now we're retesting this level right here. Got to push above. Now if you get this flipping green, now we're cooking. Got a minute and a half. This thing will flip green. This thing flips green. That strong move off the bottom. A flip green, which will hold the 9 EMA. Ooh, look at that. See, that's a strong move. That's a lot of buys. A lot of people stopped out. A lot of shorts took shorts off that level. Now we at that VWAP retest mode. Again, I mentioned that spread. You see the spread start to, a big spread like that makes for big moves. Especially when that top, like, because it makes it hard for shorts to get out. Because if the top is 30 cent away, it don't matter what the bottom is doing. You can't get in, and you can't get out easily. Like if you do get in, you're shorting on the bid, and you got to get out on the ask. It makes it hard. So like if a short gets in there, and he's like, fuck, well I got to cover now. He has to cover 20, 30 cent away. That's not good for him. It disincentivizes them from hopping in, and it also disincentivizes them from hopping out. And if they do hop out, they capitulate and hop out. They gotta buy at a premium, and that'll push the price up. And if buyers step in and they like it, I mean it's 20 cent away, 30 cent away. They're gonna push the price up because like right now it's at 309. All right, we at $13. Spread's kind of chilling right now, but the spread was a jump 330 right there, right? Price is at 1280. This jump to take 310, 320. If buyers like it, they gotta hop in at 320, which pushes the price up, and it creates other people buying and pushing the price up. But this is a really good move. That VWAP is holding strong right now, but that 5 minute move was really strong. A lot of volume came on that move. Look at that. Triple the volume from the last candle. Now, green here sets up for a real VWAP break and a real break at this level here. A real actual retest at this level. This was a fake retest. That quick flash up and pop down, fake retest. No strength got built up there. But the green candle here, climbing into this VWAP and a push through there, a break through the VWAP, but give it enough strength to push, boom, boom, and then start retesting this level up here. Which I set this level based on the 1 minute. I'll leave it there. It don't mean too much. I'm gonna remove this, clean my chart up a little bit. I'll leave it here because I can see it. I know what that means over here, but 5 minute green flips. Like if you had just trade this on a 5 minute green flip, I think it was about right here. That was a dollar profit just on a flip, a 5 minute flip green, red to green, and then sell into VWAP. And then it did it twice. So like sometimes you get these moves where they push so quick and it flashes, you don't get to sell up here. But because they did it twice, if I set a sell order, cause I gotta do a limit, I set a sell order right here somewhere. I don't get filled. I get filled in the next candle because they flash back up there. Now I'd be crying if it kept on pushing, but you know, sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. And in this case, it didn't. So it would have worked out well, taking that profit into resistance to try to play it safe, lock the money up. The more money you can lock up, playing it safe, the safer you'll be when you play it risky. Because you got that cushion. Because the risky plays can pay off, and like one risky play can pay off the next 10 risky plays if you do it right. Like that $11 buy over here, that $11 buy created the environment for me to make. Mm, how much am I up on this? Yeah, that $11 buy created the environment for me to make $9,000 on this play. All because I took a risk here. Now, at the time I took this risk, I might have been up some already. I don't remember exactly, but I do know I wasn't up $9,000 right here. It was probably like 1,600 or so, something like that, maybe. So that one risky play right here created 8,000, you know, $7,500 of profit, essentially, roundabout. That one risky play, and my stop was tight, right? So let's say I take that play 10 times, and I lose all 10 times. Say I lose $500 10 times. I made 7,500. If my stop is going to be $500 loss, I just made 15 attempts because I took this one attempt right here. I made 15 attempts. Oh, I made the possibility of 15 attempts. And you're not going to be wrong 15 times. Could it happen? Maybe. But you're not going to be wrong 15 times. It's extremely rare. I've had, fortunate luck of being wrong that many times, but there's more into it than that. Some of it was on me, holding too long, yada, yada, yada. But under normal circumstances, if you're playing it right, you will not be wrong here 15 times. But this one play set up this, took my profit, it set up the other plays over here to add a little bit more profit. All of it is this thing built the confidence and it built the financial stability to take even more risky plays. So when it works out, it works out. When it doesn't, whatever. You got the cushion, you can do it. Don't got the cushion, can't do it. So taking these risky plays like this is where you build that cushion, is where you build that courage and you build that belief in your system and in yourself. And it sets you up for future plays. And if you play it right, you'll get a lot of these and less of these. So this is a good play. It's gonna start out, volume dying. Um, I think I'm done watching it. I got other shit to do. This might push more, but without the volume, like ideally, if this was earlier, this play right here would have pushed this shit straight to VWAP. And this level's so important. This play, with the amount of the way it rejected this level, you had two levels in play here. You had this level here. You had the 20 EMA, which is a respectable level, 520, 200, right? 20 is a very respectable level. You got two levels in play here. That strong bounce off of this dump broke the 9, which is a very strong level. Broke it. Came down, tested, held, popped above. Even wicked above. Like this was a I don't even know what to call this. But this move did so many things. Bullish wick reclaim. Right? This was a open, low, high. This was $1.50 candle, right? Off this level. Then you pop through two levels. High day, 9 EMA, and it broke the fucking 5 minute first candle making new high. Like you broke all these levels and you hit VWAP and you just slow down. That's not a good sign. That more volume this pushes because you got more eyes on it. More people are gonna buy in because they're gonna see these signs. Like buy, 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 push, right? But there's no volume here. There's not enough people watching. Like everybody isn't watching everything. You got buyers who like this, buyers who like this, buyers who like this, who like this, who like this, right? The best moves set up when you get all of the buyers hopping on at their prospective levels, right? We were missing the VWAP guys. VWAP guys did not show up to the party to play, and that's why this move ejected. These gap guys did not show up to the party. Like the guys looking for this to push the gap, the guys watching this daily can do where I set this level at, they did not show up to play. Right? So we didn't get that volume, we didn't get those pushes. These guys bought, they did their job. We didn't get these guys to come in here. And that's why like right now this move could push, but it's not really doing shit. Not enough people watching it. You might get it pushed later on, and the shorts will be the bias because if it creeps up, then they gotta start taking their stops, and that could push it higher, and then alerts go off, and people come and they buy, right? But right now, there's nothing to watch, nothing to see here, not worth the time. So, GG's. This is a good hour-long video. Nice analysis here. Makes me look really smart because the analysis played out in the way that I anticipated. But this is easy. Trading this with real money, having the confidence. That's the hard part. The mental fortitude to take these trades that make sense. Like this trade here, like this makes sense. It's still holding this trend. It's still holding the nine strongly, right? Dip below, retested, came back up. It's holding, right? There's a lot to be said to the amount of mental strength you gotta have to hold these levels and take these trades. And I can do this shit all day in the paper trader, but you know, with real money, it's hard. When it's fake, it's easy. It all makes sense till it doesn't. So, but it was good to talk to. Good little learning experience.